Devil's Tower? I hardly know her. Welcome to day 7 of road tripping to every single national park possible within 100 days. If you're just tuning in, every video we are trying to complete 3 different objectives. Number 1, going for a hike. Number 2, finding some wildlife. And number 3, the mystery objective. This video is going to be a bit out of order because I already completed the mystery objective yesterday, and that was hiking Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower is not a national park, but it is a national monument, and it's one I very much wanted to see on this road trip. And that's because this year started with the Unleashing American Energy Executive Order. This order was passed to assess some federally owned land to see if it would be useful for acquiring some natural resources. But sadly, it did put at risk some national monuments, national forests, and a bunch of land protected by the Department of the Interior. Now, luckily, Devil's Tower, being one of the most sacred places that was put at risk from this executive order, was not deemed as a location that they would start tearing apart for its natural resources. However, there were some lands that weren't so lucky. I'm hoping that we're able to see some of those places on this trip before they are changed forever, but we will see what we have time for. Now, we do have quite the drive ahead of us this morning. We are going to the Tetons today, and we are just on the east side of Wyoming right now, so we pretty much got to drive across the whole state. Alright, we gotta talk about our budget. If you haven't seen the last couple episodes, we are trying to do this entire road trip only spending $8,000. That gives us a daily allowance of $80 to spend. And with today being day 7, that means that by the end of the day today, we shouldn't surpass $560. Now, miraculously, I was able to go the entire day yesterday without spending a dime, so that helped catch us up a lot. Because if you remember last episode, we were slipping a little bit, which means after getting gas twice already today and the obligatory Taco Bell run, we are sitting at just shy of $500 spent. So I am proud to announce that we are within our budget right now. With the miles I still have to drive today and the gas I have left, I imagine that I'll only have to spend about 40 more bucks today in gas. So as long as we don't unexpectedly have to change another tire, I think we are in the clear for our budget right now. Now, what I am very worried about though in the Tetons, for some reason, the last couple nights, I have been terrified of bears. I've definitely done like a lot of camping in my life and everything, and bears have never been something that's been too much of a concern for me. Maybe it's because I'm a quick runner and I know that if I'm in a group of a lot of people, I'll probably run away faster than somebody else. Thanks to my brother, I do have a can of bear spray, so if any bears or scary people get in my face, I can fight them off. Another thing I'm a bit worried about is the campsite that I found for tonight is a pretty well-known spot, and it is a Saturday today. So I'm worried that I'm going to roll up there around like 8 o'clock and all of the sites are going to be taken and I'm just going to be screwed. Good morning! Welcome to day 8. Last night proved to be incredibly stressful to try to find a spot to sleep. I tried a handful of different like free dispersed campsites and everything. Everything was packed. I was looking at hotels, motels, all the rooms were booked. I think I did sleep illegally, I don't really know, but there was genuinely no other option, so I don't really care. But anyways, it's time to get into these objectives. Now, we've done some easier hikes so far this series, and that's not the kind of hiker I normally am. We are about to hike to Delta Lake, one of the most iconic spots in Grand Teton National Park. One of the most challenging things with it though is it's not an actual hike that is on any of the maps or anything like that. This hike is also known for bear sightings, so with my irrational fear of bears that I've developed lately, this could be interesting. Almost 9 miles. Yeah, we're stepping it up. Well, that was easily one of the best hikes I've been on in my entire life. Yeah, breaking 8 miles was a bit more demanding than some of the like 2-mile hikes we were doing beforehand, but very much needed as well. I feel like I'm actually embracing the whole park, giving it my all and everything. I thought it was going to be shorter. I thought it was just 6 miles, but I guess I must have gone the wrong way or something. But that does complete both Objective 1 and Objective 2, because you may have noticed we saw a bear on that hike. It was just a little baby bear, nothing to be concerned about, no mama bear around. But yeah, I met this guy Aaron who pointed out the bear to me. And now I'm going to grab dinner with him and some other guy. Yeah, we'll spend probably one more day here at least and then get going. Welcome to day 9. This is Wyatt. This is Aaron. Say hi.
What's up, guys?
What up?
So met both of these guys on the hike yesterday. Today, we decided we're going to do a 20-mile hike because we're insane. I'm already in pain from yesterday, but we're just gonna see what happens. But yeah, yesterday we got dinner. We went to some hot springs. We all camped together, so I actually had a spot to camp that was not just an illegal parking spot, so that was pretty nice. We're gonna get going, and we'll see if we survive. At just shy of 21 miles and 4,000 feet of elevation gained, this hike quickly proved to be one of the most physically demanding things I've ever put myself through. But being surrounded by people like Wyatt, an artist and an ultramarathoner, and Aaron, a filmmaker and a van lifer, just made it the obvious next step to take. The Tetons have really taught me that even if you don't have people in your life right now who have the same interests and goals as you, if you start on your own, you will find your community. With all the fears I had going into this park, these two were able to make it just simple to persevere through them and do this incredible challenge that I wanted to put myself through. So let's check in real quick. Of our $8,000 budget, we have spent just about $620, so we are actually still quite under budget, but we're starting to slip on time. It is the morning of the 10th day of this trip right now, so we're 10% of the way through, and we've only been to 4 parks so far. We were more than able to complete our 3 objectives with a ton of hiking. We got to see some bears, we got to see moose, and the mystery objective was completed right away. So it's time to rank this park. It might be pretty obvious with such an amazing location like this, but Tetons are definitely going in S tier. Easily the best experience I've ever had at a national park has been on this trip so far, so it takes the cake. But it is time to get going to our next park, so I will see you in Yellowstone.